Alright, so the first part is basically just power chords, except there's this one thing here that is like these three strings. That's like the B major. So it kind of sounds like. Then there's the E section, which goes up and does this chord like. So. And then there's this thing here, which is like I guess it's inverted D sharp triad thing. So it's like a. So that's a whole verse section. Then there's like the pre-chorus, which is a little bit straightforward. It's just kind of power chords, palm muted, like. It's like that, except those last two power chords is when you let up on the palm muting, like that. Then there's the lead guitar that does the second part on the pre-chorus. So it's kind of like. So for the pre-chorus, now the chorus section, the instrumental part, is kind of doing like the lead guitar and the rhythm guitar on the same guitar. So it's kind of like playing one on the low string, playing one note that's kind of like the anchor, and then I like to use the pinky to do the other parts of the melody up on the higher strings. So like a. Is definitely want to try and be careful to play that low note kind of quietly, otherwise it can tend to drown out the other part of it, especially if we have more instruments going. Okay, so that's the chorus part. Then second verse. Jesus. Okay. Second verse is the same, just with this distortion on. So. Then there's the kind of like heavy riff section. It's mostly single string riffs in here, but the things to note are one, the natural harmonic. So on that fourth fret, we're gonna kind of slide the index or the ring finger ever so slightly to be right where the fret marker is. Get that note. So you can do that. Yeah, the other things to know, the power chord that is here, it's a lot easier to do it with your pinky because you already have your ring finger down on the lower strings. one's how it sounds without pinch harmonics. Just keep in mind that you're going to be doing all downstrokes in order to make the pinch harmonics easier. So that's how it sounds. And now the pinch harmonics, you're going for the harmonic that is basically 2 octaves above the fundamental note. So it's like dividing, you can imagine dividing the part of the string that's left into a fourth, and that's where your thumb is going to tap down here. Now you have to make slight adjustments with your picking hand in order to get all those harmonics. Just imagine like for every fret that you're moving up over here on the left hand, you got to move your thumb like a quarter of that distance down here. So. That part at the end where instead of playing the same harmonic over and over, it's slowly move the thumb that way. So you can get different harmonics. Okay, so that's for the guitar solo, and then another pre-chorus section that's exactly the same. Then at the end, when it goes back into the chorus part, so one guitar is doing exactly the same thing as before, but now the other guitar is going to turn on the distortion. I also like to do the rhythm pickup, and it's going to only play the top part. So not playing that anchor note on the bottom, because then it would be too muddy. So that's kind of sounds like. Yep, that's basically it.